Hey Mo, we need to get an intro down for this channel, you know.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Lee?
Why don't I rap over the top of it?
Don't be ridiculous. You sound like a northern Eminem.
Look, listen to me. Yo, yo, yo. The Munch Brunch in the house, man.
Absolutely not.
Right, what you got in mind?
Let's just keep it simple.
I'm Lee.
I'm Aim.
We're the Munch.
Hi everyone and welcome back to another mukbang with Aim and Lee. We are the Munch Brunch UK. Happy New Year.
Happy Christmas as well. What else have we missed? Easter probably. Your birthdays. Halloween.
We've been gone for a while. Obviously over Christmas and New Year. Last year we did a whole Christmas vlogging and what do they call it? Vlogmas. We didn't do none of that this year because obviously we just took a bit of time away from it, didn't we? But
well, if you ask us why, if you sit here now, if you was on the other side of the table, say, why have you been gone for 2 months? Don't bloody know. There's actually no real reason why we've not been on here. It's just, I think it's the excitement of Christmas time.
Well, now, I think actually, and I'm going to be brutally honest, it's the not excitement for Christmas. Because I wasn't feeling Christmas at all this year. I didn't feel Christmassy in the slightest. I don't think a lot of people felt Christmassy this year. Like everybody we talked to, some of our subscribers, friends, family, a lot of them said, oh, I don't feel like Christmas this year.
It did sneak up on us pretty quick.
Whereas last year, we put a lot of effort into it. Even from Thanksgiving, we did all that. Not this year.
And what we got on the menu? You forgot that part.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say Happy New Year first.
We'll get into it in a second. So on here we have bacon, scrambled egg, sausage, and baked beans. I don't have baked beans because she ain't a massive fan.
I don't mind baked beans, but not on a sandwich.
It's going to get messy, basically. So I've got my licence to grill. What do they call it? Is it a pinny or an apron, whatever?
An apron.
An apron. And you know why this is great? Because I'm often sitting here like, God, I've got stuff on my hands. I need a baby wipe. No, I can just wipe it on my apron.
Anyway, I have the same but without baked beans. But I've got mine on the side.
Yeah, she has it on the side. So it's just a bit of a catch-up this video, guys, with what's been going on. And like we said, Christmas, usually I'm dead excited. This
even
year...
you wasn't this year, was you?
No, but I have to admit, even though I was not excited in the slightest this year, don't know why, there was nothing particular happening. It wasn't like last year with COVID and you couldn't have family around. We was allowed family around this year. But I just weren't excited. And we was meant to go out for a meal on Christmas Day, and then we cancelled that the last minute. We ended up having a Christmas dinner here, which was lovely. But yeah, I have to be honest, we've been together 15 years in like 4 days. And it was the best, or 3 days, it was the best Christmas I think we've ever had.
Oh,
as an experience anyway.
Orange juice? It was fantastic, wasn't it?
It was. Like, honestly, guys, we normally just do Christmas Day with Aim's mum and dad and Tia. And then, before mum moved in, we wouldn't see him again until New Year's Eve. We'd just go around New Year's Eve and Christmas Day, won't we? Yeah,
but the last couple of years, so my dad, like, my dad's always here. Like, you know what I mean? But he came and he had a whole, like, week here. And every day, you would have seen if you're on, like, our Instagram, we had games nights every night, didn't we? So, our house, so you've got, when you walk in, you've got the living room, a dining room, the kitchen, and then a big extension. It's quite a big house, isn't it?
Quite big house.
So, the extension, we converted it into, like, this games room where we played darts, we played dominoes, blackjack, like cards.
Some quizzes, some music.
And we've got all lights up in there, so, like, when you turn the main lights on, it's like a bloody disco.
It was.
But it was brilliant. We had such a good time. And we just wanted to be with family, didn't we, and stuff this year.
It was better, like I said, like last year or the year before, whenever I was going to do Christmas Day. Like, the year before was really unwell, but that's normally what we do. But this year, we did Christmas Eve. We had things going on then. We did Christmas Day. We did Boxing Day. I think we had like 2 days off between Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, where we just chilled. The rest of the time, we kept ourselves busy every night, didn't we? Played Monopoly with our Tia, like Friends Monopoly, and just stuff like you. Like, what the hell, that's shit, that. I'd rather be out clubbing and doing smack. We don't do drugs. And Aim's mum and dad are in their 60s and 70s, so what we did, we made the most of it. We had a really good time. It just kept us that busy. We didn't have time to record anything.
No, and with my dad here, I have to kind of concentrate on him because he'd be like, what are you doing? He doesn't get this whole filming thing. He's like, what exactly are you doing filming yourself eating your dinner? He'd be like, and my dad would not understand it at all.
That's nice, sir.
You know something? I don't have orange juice very often, but when I do, I really appreciate how nice it is. Do you guys like orange juice? I don't like it with the bits in as much as the smooth.
Oh no, not the bits. I can't do bits.
When I was a kid and used to get on an airplane, they used to give you the smallest little bit of orange juice. I was like, I want to drink it. But...
It weren't even, you know, like when you was in primary school and you get like cartons of milk. It weren't even then, was it? It was like a tiny little pot.
You know, like what you get with Domino's pizza, you get like this little garlic sauce in a little pot. That's exactly what it was like. I used to fly with air tours a lot.
Unless you went into first class, which I never did because I weren't classy enough to get in there. But I bet if you did, I bet they give you a flipping jug full. Yeah, have another jug. Have another one. You can't get enough. You paid £5,000 for your flight ticket. Have 10 jugs of orange juice.
I can wipe on your dressing
gown. It looks like you're feeling me up, eh? It looks like I'm just reached under and had a feel up.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, how was yours Christmas and New Year? Did you do anything? How did you feel this year being able to see family and friends? Did you feel secure? Because obviously with the new variant,
what?
The new variant.
Oh, sometimes you have to say it a bit louder.
My dad has currently got COVID. He's on his 6th or 7th day, so he's coming out of quarantine soon as long as he's got 2 negative tests. But he's been fine, really, with it, hasn't he? I haven't seen him in a week.
Alright, I mean, I spoke to one on the phone yesterday. Sounds fine. But
yeah.
How do you know if it's a new variant? That's what I want to know with this one, because everyone keeps going, oh, have you got the new one? Have you got the old one? Like, how the hell are you meant to know? It's not like a car. You can't see it. It's not always got the new model of what Mercedes or whatever. You feel ill or you don't. You don't get it in like your brain says, right, this is the new one. We're just letting you know now you got the Omicron, or whatever the hell it's called.
Put it this way. Whoops. When we had it, it was an old variant. And we was knocked off our feet for 3 weeks straight. It was awful.
Yeah, we've told everyone this story enough times.
So, the reason I'm thinking my dad's got that one, he's had very mild symptoms. He's not been very bad. Yeah.
But he was due it, to be fair, because when we was all ill, he was sitting here having a great time. Well, he was bored stiff because we was all ill. But he was like, come on, let's have a drink, cock. It's Christmas, let's have some fun.
He kept trying to tell me, because he calls me Amo. Amo, I know what'll make you better. Some port. And I was like, Dad, I can barely drink water, which is my love of my life. I cannot drink a bloody port. But, yeah, so Christmas was fantastic for us. We had such a good time. And I'm grateful that he wasn't bad over Christmas. And we was knackered, don't get me wrong, because my dad is the type of guy who'll carry on till 3-4 in the morning. I
had to look. It was like I said to him at the end of the week. So
like we've been on a 18 to 30s.
Hang on, you only had it on the evening because in the daytime I was left with your dad. Me and her dad, we had the week off, and we watched darts like every day during the daytime. But he was like a child at Christmas, and I said to her at the end of the week, said I'm to her and her mum, I'm going to send you an invoice. What do you mean, Lee? What for? For the child minding I've been doing for your dad. Because you got to entertain him all the time. Because he'll have little doodles every so often, maybe once in the afternoon. But he just wants to have a chat and
he wants to have fun all the
darts,
time.
Or what we're doing tonight, and Lee. So I just thought I'd just chill and watch it with darts. Steve. Oh, we're not having a drink, having a games night. All right, and Steve, guess having a games night then. It was good fun. Did not dislike any of it, but it was constant. And by the end of the week, it was like, oh my God, I can't even prop my eyes up with matchsticks here.
When my dad went home...
He was fed up, he was.
Yeah, he was gutted. But it was as though we couldn't sort of wake up. I was sleeping. I was like, I couldn't wake up. And then last Friday was like the week after New Year's Eve. That was when he was meant to become... He wanted another one. He's bought us all darts T-shirts. He's got all these T-shirts printed. Just short of 60 quid on a bloody T-shirt with printing on because he wants a darts team competition thing. Yeah. And he was going to come round last week. Maybe I'll be alright for Friday. And I was like, Dad, you've got a quarantine.
He'll be round this Friday.
Now, this Friday, he's well excited.
Let's hope he don't bloody get COVID again. But no, we had a good time. And what else have we been doing apart from that? Literally, I think the last thing, if we check, we've done like a couple of vlogs of a Christmas shopping and whatnot. Our last proper video was about 8 weeks ago, which is bonkers. But I think we just lost all interest in doing anything, didn't we, in the build-up to Christmas? Because we weren't looking forward to it at all.
Even though last year we was sort of under the whole COVID quarantine thing, or lockdown, it felt more Christmassy last year because we was putting a lot of effort into the videos. because there wasn't any other options to do. But this year, the majority of people said they wasn't really feeling Christmas, so I didn't feel it too tough, and neither did like any of the family until it got to Christmas.
We did things different this year. So normally our routine is get up, put the presents out if we haven't done it the night before.
I'll tell you one big contributing factor to our Christmas. We put a budget on the Christmas presents.
Yeah, that sort of put a dampener on it.
Yeah, it just took it away.
We thought it was being sensible, like way less than what we normally do. Okay, Lee. But then I had the bright idea. If we're saving a lot of money, Lee, you know what we could do it? What's that? We could spend it on food and booze. So we still spent the same bloody amount of money.
No, I do.
It just didn't go on presents though. And yeah,
and you are very not just receiving Christmas presents, but you like.
I love to give presents. You love. Yeah,
my mum and dad have always been treated by us simply, and like it was just terrible.
We did our best, what we could.
I know it's not about presents, but
it bloody is.
Well, Christmas, we're not religious, are we? So
I was thinking now because I had this little ramble before in my other channel. I've changed the name. I haven't told you that yet.
I've seen.
You have. It's called Coffee Talks from my front room.
Carry on with you.
I will.
No, you won't.
It's me just
talking.
talking.
Channels he's done this with. I'm just.
It's me talking waffle, and you found it on our Instagram. So basically, I was just
plugging
saying.
in, really. You know, like.
Eh?
Plumbing your channel in.
I'm not allowed to.
He's also got another channel with actual subscribers, a lot of them.
And.
You should tell him about that.
No, how about not? Anyway, that's a mucky channel. Nobody wants to watch that.
No, it's not a football one.
But either way, I was saying on there, it is a shame for people. I reckon people who are lonely over Christmas and really sad and depressed, I reckon they love it when it gets to January because this last 10 days have been the worst of the year so far for me. The worst 10 days of the year.
Why?
We've only had 10 days so far, and the first 10 have been bloody terrible.
Why? What's happened?
Because you get the January blues, don't you?
Yeah.
We got to the 1st of January, New Year's Eve went, it was great, we had a great time. Got to New Year's Day.
Yeah, that was a great New Year.
New Year's Day was still quite good. I was still getting over New Year's Eve and recovering. We had a takeaway. 2nd of January, that's it. Yeah, for God's sake, I feel that depressed.
Me and Mum was just saying this before, so I went into Mum and she was looking a bit fed up. I said, "What's wrong?" And she was like, "I just feel a bit low."
You get fed up, ain't you? Because like you broke because you spent all your money at Christmas. You got to wait till the end of the month to get paid again. There's nothing to look forward to in January, and if you have them, bloody hell, fair play to you. But I reckon all the people who are lonely over Christmas and like don't have anyone who like have a really shit time, I reckon they love it in January because everyone who's miserable, everyone's excited for Christmas who have people around and loved ones, family, friends, get to January. For fuck's sake, it's boring, isn't it? There's no sort of forward to. And on top of that, I've got to do a New Year's resolution, like lose weight or collect milk bottle lids or something or other. And then you got the people who are sad over Christmas, like, haha, you all feel like I do now. I went through it during December. Now all you feel like it in January. I bet they love it.
It is horrible though, isn't it? Like you think about people being alone and Christmas. A couple of our subscribers have messaged us over the last couple of weeks, and some of my friends have been alone over Christmas about bad news. It is horrible, but it's a stigma as well that, that you've got to think to yourself, Christmas, you have to be a certain way, and there's so much pressure on people. Oh, it's Christmas, you've got to come together with family, you've got to make New Year's resolutions, like Lee said. You have this persona of having to do certain things a certain way, and it's just not the case.
There are some people who, like New Year, they don't do anything, and I was listening to this morning. It's a famous comedian in America, but you probably won't have heard him, but he's really famous. And you would, but like, subscribers on him, called Joey Diaz. You'd recognise him. He's a really big man. He's lost a lot of weight over the last few years. Cuban stroke American. He's a funny bloke. But he was saying about his New Year, he said he's got a young daughter. He's 58 years, but he had his daughter quite late. I think she's like 6 or something or other. And Cobra Kai was coming on Netflix on New Year's Eve. Now, I'll tell you what, I watch it when I can get into it. But
you watched it yesterday night, weren't you?
I turned it off. I lost interest. But he was waiting for it on New Year's Eve to watch it with his daughter. That's all we did. He said, I said to her, Mercy, her name is his daughter.
That's interesting.
Do you want to stay up till 12 o'clock and we'll watch Cobra Kai? She's like 6 and she got up in the morning. She's like, are we still staying up, Daddy? He's like, yeah, we am, of course we am. And that's all they did for their New Year.
That's beautiful.
He regretted it though. She brought down some sweets to share with her dad and with her mum. Look, Mum, Dad, I brought down a bag of sweets. Oh, that's nice. And a big bar of Hershey's, big Hershey's bar. Have you had Hershey's before?
Yeah, loads.
I've had it once, twice. Not big of a fan.
I think the problem is, guys, and I don't mean to cuss anybody in America,
Cadbury's.
but when you are so used to Cadbury's, the UK version of Cadbury's, it's hard to, even like Kinder, or not Kinder, Nestle,
Bueno.
or Galaxy.
Bueno, sorry.
I love
I have
Cadbury's.
heard Americans that say American chocolate is just not very nice.
Americans love Cadbury's.
That's what I'm saying. I've heard Americans say that their chocolate over there is always that nice. But we've actually had some American chocolate as well, and I weren't a massive fan. But anyway, his daughter brings out this bar of chocolate, breaks off a piece for her and her dad and her mum. Yeah. Her mum says, "Oh no, I'm going to bed in a minute." Whatever. I don't want any, thank you. And Joey Diaz says, "Have some." She's sharing herself one piece, then go to bed.
Yeah.
He soon regretted telling the little kid to have a piece because I've never seen it. I mean, we had our tea. I was around her from 4 years old.
Oh, did she get hyper?
I've never seen a sugar rush in a kid because T never really had one.
No.
Or maybe she was just always hyper, I'm not sure. His kid, 1 in the morning, was doing cartwheels around the living room. And she's into jiu-jitsu, so she's doing like flying head kicks and stuff.
Oh, gosh.
He said it took her 2 hours just to settle down. And then they went to bed, and he was about to get into bed. She would come into his door. "Dad, just before I go to bed, do you want a peanut butter cup?" And he said, I knew what she was doing because she was having one too. T used to do, "Dad, Mum, do you want a biscuit or a bit of chocolate?" It's because they'd want one. It's emotional blackmail.
Is that psychosomatic?
Yeah, well, not psychosomatic.
Oh, wait, no, that's
when you tell yourself you're ill and you're not.
Yeah, that's when you got symptoms for a while. It's like manipulation.
You know what I've not missed then about you when doing our videos? You never finish your food.
I am.
You got another bloody bap left yet? There's a question. We've asked it before, but most of you probably won't have heard it.
Cob.
Bap or cob or bun or barn.
Or bread cake.
Yeah, or bread roll. What do you call it? Or something else. If we call these something else, let us know. Growing up, it was always a bun to me. Mine, it's a cob. What's a cob?
One of them.
All I knew of cobs was he's got a cob on him, which is what you say.
You've never actually heard of cob, as in a...
I might have heard it. I didn't used to use it as a phrase, though. If somebody's in a mood, like my dad, "Oh, he's got a cob on him," and that's what you'd say. He's in a mood, he's got a cob on him. Well, I used to get some cobs from the shops like years ago. I was like, "What is it?" And it turned out it was Wolverson's buns.
Well, not necessarily Warburton's. It was any cob. Homemade, shop bought, Tesco, cobs. But what do you... Like... I call what you put a hot dog in a finger bun.
That sounds disgusting.
But that's what we call it, a finger bun.
Yeah, I know, I do too.
Or a roll. There to me, a roll is.
Oh no, a roll to me is what you get when you're in Spain. Or when I was younger, I used to go on holiday.
A little soup.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh, fancy some soup now. No, when I was younger...
Soup and a roll, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But do you ever do it? Or do you use posh, right? You always went bloody first class or whatever. We used to go self-catering every so often on holiday. You'd have your hotel room.
You mean all-inclusive?
Yeah, all-inclusive, sorry. But sometimes we'd go self-catering. It went all-inclusive maybe twice when I was growing up, and then the rest of the time self-catering or half-board. You'd have a little kitchen area in your bedroom, with my mum and dad that would share. And then you'd have a little corner shop, and like, what sort of food...
Like a spa type place.
Yeah, you'd have like, you get excited, like, "Look at that, love, they got bloody chocolate fingerers." I know I'm stealing that off bloody Peter Kay, but it's true. You'd be excited because they have chocolate fingers, just spelt slightly different.
It was completely different when we was kids to now.
Yeah.
Now it's just basically like Blackpool in the sun. A lot of places are like Benidorm and...
Yeah, we get a lot of more variety now, food-wise.
I'll tell you what is ridiculous, the amount of money they charge for shampoo over there. I mean...
They're flipping random.
It's extortion. It really is extortion. Remember we had... Oh, God, I'm running out. Like £6-7 for a bottle. I thought... No.
I do remember, because you sent me off to a chemist in Spain a few years ago. "I need some shampoo." "I'm right, you brought enough with you." "I just haven't." "All right." So I went to find some for her. It's in the prices. Like, all right, I walked to the next one, found another chemist.
You did get it, mate, but...
I did, but it was like £6 or £7. And I couldn't get like herbal essences or whatever. It was some funny thing. I don't know what it was now. It was like from a special kind of shop. Imagine, what's that shop up the town called, where you get like medicines and tablets and shit. Holland and Barrett.
Holland and Barrett.
It was like a Holland and Barrett shop, which I found, which sold shampoos and conditioners. And it was a bit of a mare. What are you picking out,
I don't like bacon wine.
All right. Yeah, I'm slowly converting to bacon. I never used to eat it, other than like on its own, very lightly cooked. But the last couple of times I've had it with sausage and egg. Oh, it's bloody
My
lovely.
mum loves rendered fat on bacon, like really crispy.
Yeah, you don't like fatty bacon, actually, like burnt bacon.
I do, but...
Oh, mine's always soft. Saying with Spain, we'd go to this corner shop one a year I went, and we'd get these rolls, they were hard, like crusty rolls, get some butter, and sit in the bedroom like before we went out for the day. You'd have a couple of rolls for your breakfast, maybe a bowl of cereal, and then bish
Is that
bash
the self-catering? Like?
Yeah, it would have been. And I had a great time. Remember?
We went to Tunisia, not me and Lee together, but we've been...
Never go there again.
With our family separately. And like, I stayed in this hotel called the Hotel Sardi. It was in Monastir. You stayed in Monastir as well. And they did a lot of food there that was kind of, you know, like exotic Arabic type food. But then if you didn't want that, it was like spaghetti and chips. And that's all you lived on, wasn't it?
I was a fussy arse as a kid. Even now, I'd probably be just as fussy.
You're a lot less. I'm not kidding you guys. We've been together, like Lee said, 15 years in a few days. And when I met Lee, me and his mum are very alike. We'll try most things. I just don't like seafood myself. And so what we'd do, like I'd go to his on a Friday night, and Lee's mum would make a new recipe each week at this book, didn't you? Oh, I'll tell you about one of the recipes in a sec. But anyway, we had like different things, peri-peri chicken, different things. Lee had come back, and for lunch on his Saturday, he'd just get a bowl of hot dogs and some bread. That was it.
I'd make them up. I'd have hot dogs.
No, you didn't. You didn't even have finger rolls. You had bread.
Do you know how many I went through a week, Kane? If I bought finger rolls every time I had hot dogs, there'd be no finger rolls in the country.
But the point is, like, you was very, very simple. You didn't eat pizza. You never had a curry. No. There was nothing.
Ian loves to take credit for getting me into all things.
You did,
true.
though. But just to tell
cross-dressing a lot.
Oh yeah. The one recipe his mum made. I'm a meat eater through and through. That's always going to be the way. I'd love to try it all. We've tried vegan. Can't do it.
Yeah,
anyway,
we did a vegan video on here. It wasn't too hard.
She made something called a spicy bean casserole.
A lot of people know what that is, though.
And it was just beans and rice. But it wasn't just one type of bean. It was every bean now found. Kidney beans, butter beans, baked beans, cannelloni beans, black-eyed beans, whatever you call it beans, there was in there. If these was going to be in there, every bean was in there. And I just...
Did you find Will.i.am in there? Or
what?
Fergie? Black-eyed beans.
Black-eyed peas.
Oh, my bad. I was thinking of Black-eyed Peas, the band. I don't work
You called it black-eyed beans?
That's what I was on about.
Anyway. Yeah, and I didn't like that recipe, I'm just saying. But you just ate in Tunisia, didn't you? Spaghetti and chips.
When I was like 8 years old, I mean, nowadays they have a bit more variety. Then they didn't have a lot of variety. It was either, look, you're going to eat spaghetti, like as in pasta spaghetti, or chips.
Did you eat sausages? Because I had them, didn't I think?
I don't know. You were at my hotel. I don't remember. We was at different hotels, Bob. I don't know which one I went to, because I went when I was like 8, and you went when you was like in your teens or whatever.
I went when I was 15.
So therefore you got a better memory than me. Bear in mind, I'm bloody 36, so it was like, fuck a dick. 28 years ago since oh my giddy god, I feel old. Thanks, Zane. You just made me feel proper old. At least you can say you was like...
How many years ago was when 21. I was 13?
Oh, when you was 13, sorry. 17. 23 years ago.
That's the first time I went to Disneyland.
It is proper scary, guys. When you get to our age, you start thinking about it. I mean, the other day, I'm sure it was meant as a compliment, but at the time I was like, don't be soft. Our friends around here, Claire and Ryan, and he said to us, we was on about our age, or someone had come up or whatever, and we all had a bit to drink. He said, he's on about age, you're 37 in a few weeks, or a month or two. He's like, yeah. He's like, I thought you and Lee were like 31. It's like, mate,
that's
I bloody wish I wish I was 31 again.
And you know something? Me and Lee met when we was 21, and it really doesn't seem like 5 minutes ago. No. It doesn't. I can remember that day like well, and the weekend and everything.
Remember everything, thankfully.
And then like, Tia's 21 next year. And I sat there and I thought, that 4-year-old who you met is now the same age coming up next year.
Yeah, as we was.
As we was when we met.
But then I look at her and think, look at what I was getting up to at that age. As in just, not really anything troublesome, but like, you know, going off and meeting people like you did, meeting lads. And
I don't know, Lee. You was a lot less worse than I was.
What I'm saying, so you'd go meet...
I would hate Tia if she was me.
You'd have met lads. I was,
well,
you know, I was going out with my mates and trying to meet women, which wasn't happening very successfully, I have to admit. But our Tia, completely the opposite direction. Give her a bloody Monopoly set and an Xbox controller. She's happy for the next 12 hours. It's crazy.
It's brilliant. It's what it
is. It is brilliant, but I do worry about the future. I mean, what's going to be like 30 years old, playing Xbox. That's it.
Yeah, from my mum.
Tia, if you're watching, I hope you do that too, because as long as you're happy, we're happy for you. But yeah.
My mum turned around to me the other day and I was like, thanks, Mum. She went, Tia was nothing like you.
Yeah, she isn't. Nothing at all like him. We said to Tia, do you want to come and have a drink with us like the other night? When she was in with Aim's mum watching a film. There was A Quiet Place 2 came on. I think they watched that. She came in later on in the night and she was like, yeah, not bothered. Now, if it was Aim when she was that age, or me even, because I used to drink when I was younger quite a bit. If you go into somewhere where there's other people drinking, at like 11, half 11, 12, I'll bring myself a few drinks through. Not Tia, no. I'll just
when
have
I was Tia's age, I was out all the time. Not when I did have Tia, but Tia's dad had her on the weekend, and so I was like, Friday, okay, let's go, let's do this, let's go on dates, let's meet this person. I had obviously when I separated from her dad, I had a couple of years where I was single, and my single life was equally as good as my married life. I had such a good time with my friends, with like the dating scene, going out, because obviously having Tia at 17 and jumping straight into kind of like an adult life, I kind of missed out on things, and I had so much fun, and I'm so glad though Tia is nothing like me.
But Tia in general, not Tia, sorry, what the hell's on about? I don't know, I had something to say, I forgot because I got distracted thinking about food.
The fact that you didn't eat a lot.
No, I was on about that was it, the other night. So I got a bit drunk. You know, when you get a bit drunk, you start suggesting things that you wouldn't normally suggest when you're sober. So one of us had the bright, I won't even say what it was, but it was something we would not normally do when we're sober. And we said, oh, why don't we do this? That'll be fun. So we come up with this idea of making a phone call to get something delivered, which thankfully it fell on its arse. It didn't end up happening.
Smoking weed.
Yeah, smoking weed. I brought out a tin. I said, look, we used to smoke. This like years ago. I've got this tin with like bits and pieces in from about 3 years ago. I've not had a smoke in that time. I was like, we could have a smoke. And I opened it up like, the tin's empty. Make a phone call, Aim.
It's like, you know the scene on the new Gavin and Stacey Christmas special.
Oh,
where Pam and Mick and the others was like smoking a joint and they was all like, oh yeah.
That would have been us if we'd had a spliff, because we hadn't had one in years.
I'm so glad it didn't happen.
I mean, literally, so this is the story of it. That's basically it. We thought it'd be a good idea because we was all drunk and excited. We rang up a number which we haven't rang in about 3 years. Guess what? Weed dealers change the number a lot. So we don't have his number. It's probably a good job, because the first time I ever bought any, Amy said to me, okay, Lee, I've made a contact, I've got in touch, they'll be here in a bit. Wait down the end of the garden. They'll be pulling up outside the house.
God, I feel like a right idiot, man.
I pull up, I walk down, and I'm waiting outside our house. No word more. This is, God's honest truth. As Amy's sitting there now, and my wife for 15 years or whatever it's been. I'll go down the end of the drive, got the money in my hand. I don't know how to do this. I've never bought weed in my life. I've only bought cigarettes twice, and that was like for other people usually. I've never bought a pack of cigarettes for myself because I don't smoke. Smoke? Don't smoke, no, from Yorkshire now. And I had this money in my hand. Okay, I've got to make this look inconspicuous. Bloke pulls up, winds the window down. It's 4 or 5 in the afternoon. I'm waiting to have my dinner. I'm thinking, dinner's ready. Go and buy this. Come in, have my dinner. Learn how to roll a spliff. Get a YouTube. I actually got a YouTube video because I didn't know how to do it. Put my hand through the window. All right, mate. Looking away. All right, mate. There you go. I lean in with my hand. He says, bear in mind we live about 5 minutes away from a doctor's surgery. He says, excuse me. I thought, yeah. I was thinking he looks a bit better dressed than what I expect weed dealers to dress. He was all suited and booted, had a shirt and tie on. It's like, can you tell me where the doctor's is, please? Oh, fuck. I was like, put that back in my pocket slyly. Hopefully you haven't noticed the 20 quid in my hand. Yeah, mate, if you take a left and a right, 5 doors down, take another left and a right, up the hill and round the corner. And then
it's not that far, but...
No, but I just ran back in the house. I was like, I can't do this. And then about 10 minutes later, the actual lad pulled up on a push bike. About 10 years old.
No, I was driving.
Well, whatever, he's about 10.
No, he was. Tell the truth.
No, because there's been a couple over the time, mate. He's had connections.
No, but he was a grown adult. 20, would you say?
He weren't an old lad, he weren't a young lad. And, yeah, it all went down without a hitch. There was no conversation. I didn't ask him about the different strains and the different, brands he does. We just shook hands. And it wasn't very smooth. I actually think I might have dropped it on the floor as I shook hands. And then I was dead excited. Hey, look what I got. And after we had to go, I was like, oh, God, no.
But I can't be around him on it.
No, but I haven't done it in about 3 years now.
Absolute nightmare.
But yeah, I love how in America it's absolutely accepted. Anyone can do it. Your granny can do it. Your nanny, your Aunt Fanny. And it's cool in the gang. You can go and buy it in the shops. Over here, it's like, oh my God, you just killed a nun if you say you've had a spliff.
I don't think so, no.
A lot of people are still like that, home. They would actually rather you kill a nun than smoke.
No, but then we've never done anything else bad. I couldn't, my health anxiety is way too much to me to even contemplate doing anything else. But, cigarettes alone are horrific.
And expensive.
Alcohol is horrific.
That's the point. I put notes on my phone, things to talk about. I was walking down from the shop a while ago, about just 2 months ago, so I meant to talk about this 2 months ago on the video. And I saw some kids, like little shitty kids. Can you get us some fags, please? Didn't ask me, they asked somebody going to the shop. I thought, so hang on a minute. You do realise a pack of fags is like 30 quid these days, and you're asking them for like one fag out of their packet. That's like a £7 cigarette. I'll tell them to F off. Sod that. But I've had kids, can you go and get me some fags, please? I just ignore them. I pretend I don't hear them. I say, I can't hear you, I've got hearing aid in. I haven't, obviously, but I just ignore them.
I think it's funny when Lee's out and about, and sometimes he walks our friend's dog, and you get people coming with, can I have a picture? Are you doing the YouTube?
Oh, God, it's awkward. I've had a few of them now. The one who followed me down the street asked for everybody's selfie on the street corner.
Aww.
He's only a young lad, so I was happy to oblige.
Hello.
Normally I charge 50 quid. Only joking. But yeah, we're going to go now, guys, because we've got stuff to do. And it's only 20 past 12. We've got to get ready for another one today. And then we're smashing them out.
We are back in business. We hope, anyway, you had a really good Christmas. Let us know what you did. Let us know what you did for New Year's. Who did you see? Did you see people this year that you couldn't spend with last year?
That's a nice question.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you all have a lovely New Year. Let us know your New Year's resolutions as well, actually.
I know you're actually keeping them up. I bet you ain't.
See if there are any, have you got any different ones other than to lose weight? But anyway, remember to be kind. Remember to be nice, comment, share, like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos that we do. Check out all the details on our socials below.
Oh, and I bought me this cup for Christmas. It's the best cup I've ever had. I feel like a school teacher.
It's like a...
It's a big old cup. You could literally use this as a weapon.
And it matches the plate.
Yeah, but that could easily kill someone, couldn't it?
Shall we find out? This could probably kill someone if you really went bang.
Yeah, you could gouge someone's eyes out of it, but... Anyway, that's enough of Murder Chronicles.
For Christ's sake, you're planning something.
No. Laters.
Okay, bye.